I am Anna. I live in a tall building in a busy city. Every day, I go to work early in the morning. I work in an office on the 10th floor. My life looks normal from outside. I have a husband. His name is David. We have been married for 7 years. We do not fight much, but we also do not talk much. Our home is quiet. Too quiet. David is always busy. He leaves early and comes home late. When he is at home, he looks at his phone or laptop. We eat dinner without speaking. Sometimes I try to talk, but he only nods. I feel lonely, even when he is sitting near me. I tell myself this is normal. Many marriages become like this. One Monday morning, I enter the lift to go to work. The lift stops at the 5th floor. A man enters. I have seen him before. He lives in my building. His name is Mark. He smiles and says, "Good morning." I smile back and answer softly. The lift is small. The doors close. The lift starts moving. Suddenly, it stops between floors. The lights stay on, but the lift does not move. We both feel surprised. I feel nervous. I do not like small spaces. Mark presses the emergency button. Nothing happens. "It will start soon," he says calmly. His voice is warm. I feel a little better. We stand quietly. Then he asks, "Do you work in the office nearby?" I say yes. He says he works in the same area. We start talking. Just simple talk. About work. About the weather. About the building. I feel strange. I am talking and smiling. I have not smiled like this in a long time. The lift starts moving again after a few minutes. When the doors open, I feel a small sadness. As we leave the lift, Mark says, "Maybe we will meet again." I nod and walk away. My heart beats fast. I do not understand why. It was only a small talk in a lift. But something inside me has changed. After that day, I start seeing Mark often. Sometimes in the morning. Sometimes in the evening. Almost always in the lift. We talk more each time. Not long talks, but kind ones. He asks how my day is. He listens when I speak. At home, nothing changes. David is still busy. He does not ask about my day. When I talk, he looks tired. I stop trying. I start waiting for the next morning lift ride. I tell myself it is harmless. We are only talking. One evening, the lift stops again. This time only for a short time. Mark laughs and says this lift likes us. I laugh too. I feel happy. He asks if I like my job. I tell him I feel tired and unseen. The words come out easily. I am surprised by myself. Mark listens carefully. He does not judge. He says, "Everyone needs to feel important." His words touch my heart. No one has said that to me in years. Days pass. Our talks become personal. He tells me he lives alone. He says he was married once, but it ended. I do not ask why. I feel close to him. Too close. One night, David comes home late again. I am sitting on the sofa. I want to tell him about my day, but he goes straight to the bedroom. I feel invisible. I look at my phone. There is a message from Mark. "Good night. Take care." My heart beats fast again. I feel guilty. I put the phone down. I tell myself this is wrong. I am married, but I also feel warm inside. Someone cares. Someone sees me. The next morning, in the lift, Mark looks at me and smiles. I smile back. No words are needed. There is a secret feeling between us now. A feeling that started in a small lift and is growing quietly inside my heart. I know I am standing near a line I should not cross. But I also know I am already very close to it. Start thinking about Mark even when he is not near. At work. At home. Before sleep. This scares me. I have never thought about another man like this before. I feel guilty, but I also feel alive. David notices I am quiet. One night he asks, "Are you okay?" I want to tell him everything. I want to say I feel lonely. I want to say I need him. But the words stay inside me. I only say, "I am tired." He nods and turns away. The lift talks continue. Mark asks if I am happy. I say yes, but my voice is weak. He looks at me like he understands the truth. One evening, the lift stops for a long time. Much longer than before. It is quiet. Too quiet. Mark says, Sometimes life puts us together for a reason. My heart beats loudly. I know what he means. I feel fear and desire at the same time. I think of David. I think of my marriage. I think of promises. I step back and say nothing. The lift starts again. The moment is gone, but the feeling stays. That night, I cannot sleep. I know I am hiding something. Not messages. Not actions. But feelings. And feelings can hurt more than actions. The next day, I avoid the lift. I take the stairs. My legs hurt, but my heart hurts more. I am running from the truth. After a week, I meet Mark again. He looks worried. He asks if he did something wrong. I shake my head. I say, I am married. He nods slowly. He says, I know. We stand in silence. The lift moves. The doors open. I walk out without looking back. Tears fill my eyes. The secret feels heavy now. I understand something important. Emotional closeness can become betrayal. Even without touch. Even without words. Purpose of Section 3. To highlight guilt, inner conflict, and the realization that emotional infidelity is real and painful. I decide I cannot live with this secret. I must choose. Running away is not a solution. Silence is not love. That evening, I wait for David. When he comes home, I ask him to sit with me. He looks surprised. I take a deep breath. I tell him I feel lonely. I tell him I miss us. I do not tell him about Mark. But I tell him the truth about my pain. David listens. Really listens. His eyes change. He says he did not know I felt this way. He says he was lost in work and stress. He apologizes. We talk for a long time. For the first time in years. It is not perfect. But it is honest. The next morning, I see Mark in the lift. We stand quietly. I look at him and say, I cannot continue this. He nods. His eyes look sad, but respectful. He says, I understand. The lift reaches my floor. Before leaving, I say, thank you for reminding me I needed to feel seen. He smiles softly. The doors close. I feel pain, but also peace. Some doors are meant to open only to show us another door we should return to. At home, things change slowly. David and I try. We talk more. We eat together. We learn again. The lift still moves every day, but my heart no longer waits inside it. My secret started in the lift. My healing started with honesty.